welcome back. Welcome back to Talks in the Mirror with me, by Nishan Marie. We have a special guest joining in today, so we are waiting for them to get in the studio. But happy Saturday. I'm recording this on a Saturday. Happy Monday to you all because that's when it will be posted. It is Easter weekend, so we are really enjoying that. Yesterday was Good Friday. I had a good fish and spaghetti at a good fish fry yesterday for my friend's cousin's birthday, so that was amazing. We did take a break last week because y'all last week got so hectic for me. When I say hectic, I mean like last week got crazy. Okay, like okay, when they say expect the unexpected, expect the unexpected. Because last week got so crazy for me, y'all. I really had to take a break, like for real, like seriously. And I couldn't even fathom trying to record last week. I promised I could. I just needed some rest and to reset and to get my mind right because it'd be a lot going on for real. So we are waiting for our special guest to get in. Okay, you're in.
What about now?
Great.
Good. Okay.
Yep. So how are you today?
I'm good. How you been doing?
Good. I am good. So thank you so much for coming on the podcast and being my interviewee. I really appreciate it.
Right.
So yeah, let's dive into this conversation. How long have we been knowing each other, Doc?
8 years, maybe
Yeah.
7,
I
eight
want to say
years.
since when, like 2018?
Yep.
Yep,
Exactly
yep,
what it was.
2018. So what are you doing now? What do you have going on in your life? Kind of tell us who Doc is, where Doc is from, what Doc does.
I'm from Talladega, probably like 45 minutes east of Birmingham. You know what I'm saying? Small town, probably about a population of 16,000. Good upbringing. You know what I'm saying? I can't really trip on my upbringing. Probably about like any other African American upbringing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Seen a lot of, seen some violence, seen some drug dealing. You know what I mean? But I also seen a lot of good people that helped mold me. You know what I mean? Came up in a 2-parent household, hard working parents. I had one sister, no brothers, a lot of cousins. I got a big family on both sides. You know what I'm saying? My mom, one of 12. My dad, like one of 7. You know what I mean? Family unions, holidays, all that stuff was big. Like I said, I came up playing ball. You know what I'm saying? I was pretty good ball player and stuff coming up in school. But I also decided uh, to be a correctional officer. My mom is a correctional officer. And I
Okay.
said, no, never thought I'd be doing that. Never in a million years. Like my mom probably doing that most of my life. Never asked her, how she like her job, what her job consists of. I ain't care because, growing up, we didn't really care to be no law enforcement officer. You know
Right,
what I mean?
right.
So I thought I was going to take my dad route. Like he worked in the plywood factory pretty much my whole life. So I thought I was going to be wearing a hard hat, going to
Right.
work every day, stuff like that. But for the most part, you know what I'm saying, a good career. And I wasn't really traded, you know what I mean? But what I got going on now, I've been
So,
dabbling in
not to cut
DJing.
you off, how long have you been doing that? So, you've been doing that since you've been in high school, in the correctional office?
Man, as soon as I got out of high school,
Oh,
because
wow.
I found out I had a baby on the way at like when I was 17. So yeah, I
So,
found
that kind
out.
of made you go ahead and get into that field of going to
Yeah,
a job and
yeah,
definitely being a good dad.
yeah. Because as soon as
So,
I graduated,
what happened with football?
man, I know this is like cliche, but I actually tore my ACL my senior year of high school playing basketball.
Okay.
Because I was pretty good at basketball, but like, so I was going to go to college and play football. I had some small offices to play football, you know what I mean? Like Tuskegee, Alabama State, UAB, some stuff like that. I had like a conditional offer with UAB. But like, so I tore my ACL playing basketball and, the offers kind of changed then. They go from full scholarships to, okay, we can give you a gray shirt, you come in red shirt, stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? The conversation changed. At that point, I was just like, man, you know what? That injury right there was rough, like, especially back then because the medicine was different. You know what I'm saying? The rehab and all that stuff, technology was a little different back then.
Yeah.
So when I went through that, went through all the therapy and stuff, and I got cleared with my knee, I was like, I don't think I want to do that no more.
Yeah.
I don't know if I want to go through that no more. So, yeah, it kind of changed then.
Yeah,
So
because I didn't mean to cut you off, but I just wanted to see, like, I know that for, like, most black men, good at sports, that's most of the dream. Like, I want to play ball. I'm good at it. I want to blow up. I want to get millions. I want to have all the girls. So I know that's
right.
really like the dream for men that's really good at football. And I knew myself that you were, good in high school as well. yeah, I just wanted to tap into that.
Yeah.
So you went into being a correctional officer. You were a young dad. You had your daughter at what, 17, 18?
My son the oldest, so I had him at 18, like a month after I graduated high school.
Oh yeah, your son. You do your twin. He bigger than you
Yeah,
now.
yeah, right,
Yes, he's
right.
bigger
He
than
about to
you.
be 20 in June.
Oh wow.
So,
Okay.
yep. And he was first born, like I say, after that, I was working probably like a little dead end job, probably making like $9 an hour. And
Oh.
man, they kept taking all my money. So
Mm.
I remember applying, cause you know, back then it was kind of hard to get like good jobs. You couldn't just walk
Yeah.
in. Like now, anybody can go into the Honda plan and Mercedes plan and make like $30 an hour, no matter
Yeah.
what. If you legal, eligible, you can go. Like back then, we had to go through temp force. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They take some of your check and stuff like that. So like I was applying for jobs and stuff, and wasn't nobody hiring, or you don't have no experience,
Yeah.
stuff like that. You know, so you too basically saying you're too young, you ain't got no experience. So I think I was riding. I think my mom was taking me to one of my interviews, and she was like, you know what? If this don't work out, like you thought about joining corrections, I'm like, wow, you know what I'm saying? And she
Yes.
just gave me the rundown of the benefits and all that stuff. I was like, you know what? I might just try it out. You know what I'm saying? I did, and by the time when they called back, I was like, you know what? Like, yeah, I'm still interested. It's been there you go from there.
Okay, so what is it like being on that side? Do you like see people you school with? You see people you know? Like when you first started, how did they give? Like what type of image did they give you in the community? Did people look at you like a snitch, or
You
how did
know
people
what?
look at you?
For the most part, everybody was like, they were supportive. You know what I'm saying? A lot of
Yeah.
guys like, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? I won't do it. You know what I'm saying? But they didn't really trip, probably because you know what I'm saying? Like most of the people in community and stuff, like I always been like a straight up dude with, you know, I ain't never went for bad, but I ain't never been one of them dudes that you just, you know, say whatever to and do whatever to. So if they was saying that type of stuff, they were saying it behind my back. You know what I mean? But for the
Right.
most part, I had more older people telling me that you're not old enough. Don't go there. You know what I'm saying? That ain't no place for you. You need to go to college. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
kept saying stuff like that, but I kind of knew if I wasn't playing ball, I wasn't going to college. I just never been a school person, you know what I'm saying? But I never tell nobody not to go to school. But me personally, I wasn't. I just didn't feel like I was interested in school. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I didn't know a major. I just didn't, you know what I'm saying? I just wasn't interested in school. So I pretty much kept my head down and just stuck to what I believed in, make away from my family, a good career, you know what I'm saying? But like you say, when I first went in, you gotta understand, like I was 19.
Yeah.
So everybody in there was older than me. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
back
I'm
then,
sure.
yeah, it wasn't a lot of youngsters locked up back then like it is now. It was a lot of old convicts and, you
Yeah.
know, people that's been in there that's ready to get over on you. Like I said, like I said, my mom worked there, you know what I'm saying? And I had a lot of guys that worked there when I first went there that showed me the ropes and they was good at taking me in. So I really thank them for that. I'm glad I had a chance to see the other side because all the
Yeah.
stuff you see on TV, some of that stuff true, but a lot of it ain't. And a lot of stuff that we take for granted, like when I first went in, the guy came in and was like, hey, when they was feeding, make sure they don't take sugar out the dining hall. I'm like, sugar? You know what I'm saying? He's like, yeah, they've been making liquor with it. Like, make sure they don't take fruits and stuff. Make sure they don't have too many apples in their box. I'm like, apples and stuff like that. And I come to find out, like, they making liquor. You know what I'm
They
saying?
make
Like,
liquor with it.
making
They're
liquor
very
with it.
creative. They are very, very creative behind the
Right.
bars. I promise they are. Like those
Right.
are some real ticks in there. Like for real, them people are so creative. I've seen some of the craziest things. I'm just like, how did you even think to do that? Like you don't even have like the internet, or I'm talking this before they even could get like the iPads and stuff. They
Right.
could create stuff in. I'm just like, you wasted so much time. Like you could
So
be
much
doing some
time.
big stuff.
Right.
Like you could have invented a real, like something really big. Like I've seen some crazy stuff, like creating hair products, creating makeup. Like they do so much. I'm just like, you could have created your own beauty line. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy.
Yeah.
So
Some
I'm
of it,
I'm sure
man,
that was a
sad to
big
say,
experience.
like some of them just can't function out here. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like I hate to say some people made for prison, but one guy just told me, he was like, man, when I get out, I'm coming back in. I just can't cope. I need y'all telling me when to get up. I need y'all telling me when to do this, when to do that. And he probably had been in and out like 4 or 5 times.
Oh
He said he just
wow.
came to the conclusion that he ain't fit for society. But
Wow.
yeah, it's sad when somebody tell you that, but
That is like because I know how to like in different states they make it to where it's more so like rehabilitational. where they kind of like try to build you up to get you ready for society so you don't come
Right.
back.
Right.
So that's crazy that you need to go to the military or something if you need that type of
Yeah.
discipline. Like I'm like, that's what
Infantry.
the military is for.
Right, you need
Like,
joy, bro. Cause you crashing out, you know what I'm saying? But man,
go be crash out for the United States. Go crash out for them. Like
yeah.
that's
I got so many
insane.
stories in there, but it's crazy. I done seen so much in there, but yeah,
Yeah.
for the most part, it's great. You know what I'm saying? It earned a living, built my way up through there, so I ain't mad about it.
So you've done that for about. Are you still doing it now, or have you kind of retired?
I started out at the state when I first came out of high school. I've been at the federal prison. I'm telling you what's crazy. The 15th just made 18 years that I've been at the federal prison.
It'll make how
So
many years?
18.
18 years.
Yeah. Started April 15th, 2007.
So when do you plan on retiring?
I'll be eligible to retire at 45, so I got 7 more years. So I could
Okay.
do, I ain't got the age, so I can do 25 years.
Yeah, you have to be that age. I hate that you can't just have so many years put in, then retire. You got to be that age. Yeah.
Right. Because if you got the age,
So
if you age 50, you can go at 20 years. If you were at least 50 years old.
okay. Because I know you have your other things that you do. So I know you first started. You had the beard oil.
Right.
Are you still doing that?
Nah, man, it was easy to do during COVID because it was
Yeah.
like everything was shut down. I ain't had nothing but time. You know what I'm saying? My job, like I work a lot of overtime with my job, but during COVID, we didn't really have no overtime.
Okay.
So I was doing that, you know what I'm saying, getting orders out. Anytime somebody hit me up, they can come by and pick it up. I go by the post office and drop it off. You know what I'm saying? But when COVID was done, it was like, oh shit, like I'm behind like 2, 3 days on the order because I hadn't been home. I've been
Yeah.
getting, you know what I'm saying, overtime at work. It just made it hard. So I like, you know what? When I get these last little shipments off, I'm gonna put this on hold for a minute. That shit was driving me crazy. I was selling do-rags, you know what I'm saying, hoodies,
Yeah, because you
like
had a couple
everything.
products. You had the whole. I
Yeah.
remember when I visited you the time, you had like the whole thing where you created it. You put it in the
Hmm.
like you was doing it up. You was your
Yeah,
own
man.
chemist at one point.
Yeah, people was loving it too. You know what I mean? Even the girls, like, I had one girl say it helped grow her edges back.
Really?
So, like, yeah.
You supposed to
Mm-hmm.
be doing some stuff with that. You supposed to made a
Man,
commercial about
man, I
that.
know, man. Sometimes your job will pull you away from your talent.
Yeah, yeah, and it's a big battle. Like I feel like entrepreneurship and then having a career that you've been in for so long is like a big
Right,
battle because it's like I've invested so many years into this career, and I want to take off into this entrepreneur, but it's like where will it take me? Like I can't just let
right,
go of this. You know what I'm saying? That's been keeping me safe and go do this, and then I end up in so much debt. You know what I'm saying? Trying to do that.
right,
So
right. This will give you your
yeah,
insurance, your everything. You know what I'm saying? It's the bread and butter. So,
yeah, definitely,
yeah.
definitely. So you don't do that anymore.
Uh,
So I know you said you had started a podcast.
right. I was doing podcasts at the same time,
The
around that
podcast during
time.
COVID.
Right. It was titled Permission to Speak. And you can
Okay.
still pull it up. It's still on there. I ain't took nothing off or whatever. It was geared towards small entrepreneurs, you know what I'm saying, tell their job. Cause you know, back then everybody was starting a small business. Everybody
Everybody.
had something going on. Yeah, it was booming, you know what I'm saying? It was money out there. So everybody was
Yeah.
getting a piece of it. So I knew a lot of people around the way and I just wanted to get them on and share their story and put their stuff out there. And that's how I started.
Yeah. Okay. I think you should get back into that. I think you'll be good at
I plan on
podcasting.
in the fall. You know, I'm gonna have you on the
Yes, definitely, definitely. You know I'm
yeah.
coming. You know I'm gonna do it for you just like you did it for me. I
Right,
appreciate
right. No problem.
you. Yeah, you should definitely get back into podcasting. I think you'll be really good at that. And that's
Yeah.
something you can kind of make on your own schedule, kind of, be more flexible with than having to put
Hmm.
in orders and stuff all the time.
Hmm.
So yeah, okay. So and then we have DJ Doc. Now, what made you get into being a DJ?
Man, it was a fluke for real. Just, everybody like, I know you're a music lover. Like
Yes,
just coming up, you know what I'm saying? We come up during the mixtape era, like the golden era of mixtape.
yes,
So I used to always be the one like people get an aux cord to, you know what I'm saying? Like just doing that. So I kind of was catching vibes back then in the kickbacks. I'm the one playing the music, doing the kickback, making a playlist. I always had a playlist. Like somebody hit
yes,
me up, be like, bro, send me a playlist for that. Or I download your playlist off of Apple. So I'm like, okay, cool. I get some random people sometimes. Be like, hey man, I downloaded your mixtape off of Apple or your little playlist off of Apple. Do you DJ? I'm like, nah, I don't do no DJ.
yeah,
I'm like, yeah. But anyway, once again, COVID. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
COVID. I'm sitting there watching guys like go live on TikTok, go live DJing. Like, damn, bro, like that look nice, like a good little time when you at the house chilling. You can entertain people and stuff like that. I was like, man, you know what? I'm gonna get me a DJ board. So I
Yeah.
had got a board. I'm hitting up people that's in the city. I'm like, hey man, I just got a DJ board. Like, can I shadow you? Can I check it out? Can you show me some stuff? Oh yeah. Never get back with me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, tripping. You know what I mean? So I'm
People
like, all
are
right,
weird like that. People really be gatekeeping. That is so weird.
gatekeeping, like for real, like real tough. You know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? They go on YouTube, finna teach
Yeah.
myself. Yeah, so I taught myself how to do it, but I only taught myself, like I said, just to do it for kickback and stuff like that, and just make some mixes and just like send them to people. I didn't want to rock no parties or nothing, so I was at my partner house during the kickback, just kicking. So this girl was like, "Hey, you pretty good. Can I get you to do my mom's 60th birthday party?" I'm like, "Nah, I don't do no parties. I ain't even got no equipment to do no parties." And she kept begging me, begging. I'm like, "You know what? That might be a sign." So I went
Mm-hmm.
to Good Talk Center, bought me a whole bunch of stuff. Hit on mama party. I mean, looking back on it, where I'm at now, I think I did terrible, but I learned a lot. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like they enjoyed it for the most part, but I learned a lot from that, and I just been that was like 2023. Yeah, and I just been booked ever since.
Look at you. So
Yeah,
how often are you booked?
man, pretty much every weekend. It ain't got to the point now. I did like some school, like an elementary school last week, last Thursday. I
That's
did that.
good.
Somebody seen something I posted, and now I'm booked for another elementary school like next Thursday, and I got something tomorrow. Like every weekend, pretty much. If I want something, like I'm pretty much should be booked.
That's really, really good. I'm proud of you. I'm proud. I
I
remember when you first
appreciate
got
it.
started. I remember we first
Appreciate
threw the mixtape. I'm proud of you. I have a cousin. I actually want to bring her on here. She's a big DJ. I think she's actually doing what is it right now, Coachella?
Oh damn. Yeah, she
Yeah,
in
no,
there.
she's a really big DJ. She's located, I want to say, in Texas. Like Megan
Yeah.
Thee Stallion reposted her. Like she do a lot of like raves. So
Damn,
I
that's
will
crazy.
definitely get you with her because she has like the big. She be at, like the big clubs with the big, big
Right.
setup and all that stuff. So I would definitely get you connected with her. I think y'all will get along really well, and she can give you tips and things that you can, do and probably get you on out there as well.
Right. Like I
So
love the network just to you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Just to see where they head at, what they going through, how they think. Like that
yeah.
that little like a little advice with DJing go along with.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure. Okay, so let's get into your dating life. How is that? Are you dating right now? Are you seeing anyone? I know you said you're a dad, so you do have 3 kids.
Yep.
Got two
Yeah.
girls and a son.
Yeah. My girl graduating next month.
She graduate?
Yeah, she graduated high school next
You
month.
ready for that?
Yeah. Like we did college. We did a college tour. She going to UA in the fall, University of
Okay.
Alabama. So we did a tour about 2 weeks ago, and man, once we got on campus, she was just. I can tell her mind was made up. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That she really do that. So just see joy on her face. She ready to go to the next level of her life. So just seeing that just put me at ease. Like when we got to the campus, she felt at home. So
well, that's good. Well, let's get into your
yeah,
dad life before dating life.
right,
I'm pretty sure that I know I didn't have that experience with my mom and dad being there, like taking me on the college tours and kind of like, okay, I'm gonna go here and I'm just gonna go here and do that. I didn't get a chance before the college, so I know that means a lot to her, like having you there and doing it with her, even though you
right,
didn't, even go to school, but you doing that and being there for her.
right.
I know that means a lot to her. So look at you being a great black dad. We need that.
Yeah, I
We
try to be
need
there,
that.
man. Whenever, like I said, I work a lot and stuff like that, but I drop anything. Like they just be like, Dad, like I need you to do this, I need you to take me here, I need you to anything. Like whatever I got going on, I'm dropping it.
That's
So
good.
I just try my
That's
best.
That's good. And the mom, she's everything y'all great with co-parenting. That's good. A good
Yeah, we
relationship. That's
cool.
good. Yeah.
Both
Love to hear
both of
that.
them, my son, mom, and my daughter's mom, like both of them cool. It wasn't always that way, but
Yeah,
it was
yeah.
cool.
It takes time. It take you
You're right. We
you
got to
gotta get
mature,
past
man.
some bumps. You gotta get where the
Right.
hurt goes.
Right.
So
Don't mess with your look. Do not backtrack with your baby mama or your baby daddy because that's when the complications. That's it.
really,
Once y'all stop dealing with each other on that level, well, for me personally, once
yeah.
we stop backtracking and all that, it's been good. Everything been good with that.
Well, that's good. Yeah, you can't backtrack. I know I did. Once you
Nah,
walk away, you gotta walk away. 'Cause like you said,
yeah,
once you do, you keep going in and out, in and out. It do like cause some
It be drama.
confusion
Yep.
for y'all and for the kids as well. So I know I've seen that. I haven't experienced, but I have seen that. So people say they're
Right.
not together, but you still, dibbling, dabbling, and you trying to move on and mess with this person. Now your windows busted out.
Exactly. They got attitudes and stuff. I don't care what y'all agreement is. We agree just to do this like that. Like, nah, as soon as they find out that you talking to somebody else, here you go. Hard to see your kids, hard to do this
Yeah,
and that, you know what I'm saying? All them emotions. So that's the best advice I got from an old head, man. He just asked me about what was going on, what I had going on. I was telling him about how me and my baby mama was getting into it and stuff. He like, you still mess with the girl. He's like,
yeah,
yeah, he's like, man, you can't. Like, if you ain't gonna be with her, don't do the other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So once I
yeah.
did that, bro, everything been cool. I can sleep
That's
at peace.
that's good. Gotta keep the peace. Keep the peace. Keep
Yeah.
the peace. So now that we've gotten to that, how is the dating life? Being a single dad. I don't know if you have been in something serious since, with your last, relationship with your parents' mom. I don't know. I mean, with your kids' mom, with your daughter's mom. I don't know if you had anything serious since then, or but how is the dating life being a single dad, having a job that's very, you got to work a lot, then you got your DJing, you're always busy. So, like, how do you kind of get that into your life?
Yeah, I got some. I got a special friend. You know what I
Okay,
mean? We balance. We balance our time out. You know what I'm saying? They're part of the person that I travel with and
that's
all
good.
that stuff. It ain't the traditional relationship, but I think it's the relationship that I need. And I mean, I
Yeah,
don't think she got a problem with it. She ain't voiced a problem with how we do what we do. But besides that, like dating life, I'm 38 now. You know what I
yeah.
mean? So I don't lust
Got
as
you
much as I used
38.
to.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'll be 39 in October.
Well, you look
So
good. You're aging well.
thank
You're
you.
aging
Thank you. I
well. Black
appreciate it.
don't
You too.
crack. We love that. We love that.
Yeah, but just what I'm saying, like the dating scene and stuff, it's cool, but like, so I'm not out and stuff like I used to be no more. And like I say, I don't, I don't send mixed signals and stuff like that. I don't do a lot of chasing and stuff no more. So for me, dating life still, it's kind of calm because I don't do a
Well,
lot.
okay.
So
So you said you do have a special friend that you like to travel with and do stuff with that works for you. Well, that's good. That's really good. Sometimes you need somebody that kind of like more so fits your schedule, like because
right,
sometimes some people can expect something from you that you really can't give, and that's how people like feelings get hurt, and they
right.
over expected something you underperform to them. So yeah, I'm happy that you got somebody that understands your schedule and balance you out. So that's good.
Because I'm always straight up about whatever I got going on. And I
Yeah,
just, you know what I'm saying, just a lot of ambition and stuff right now. So I want to get to my goals first. I don't want nothing to stop me from what I got going on. And
yeah,
sometimes you got to give a lot to a relationship. You know what I mean?
yeah,
You can't be really selfish when it comes to that. Somebody say, hey, you need to do this, or I want to do that. You need to, you need to take into account of what they asking for.
yeah,
And right now, this is my first time in my life that I can be a little selfish. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? I got to put me first to accomplish what I need to do. And then after that, a couple years from now, then I can go the traditional route. You know what I mean? I think I have a lot more stuff behind me.
I say all the time, wait till you like 40 before you get married. I say that like wait till you about 40. People get married so early and so soon, and it's like I feel like you said, you have to put your life on hold when it comes to marriage and doing all that. Like a lot of people put their life on hold, put their dreams aside, and do a lot for other people and don't do it for themselves. And I feel like a lot of people kind of need to let me focus on me, let me lock in on me, and then once
Right.
I get everything I got, then whoever God got for me gonna come along. I feel like a lot of relationships are being forced, so
Yeah, a lot of people ain't happy in relationships. You know what I
a
mean?
lot of people not happy in these
Yeah.
relationships.
And I done did that before. I did that like damn near 10 years. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just not, just not happy with a lot of stuff, but making a lot of sacrifices too for my family. You
yeah,
know what I mean? At the end of the day, you're going through too much. You need to choose. You got to choose yourself because you ain't effective. You know what I'm saying? You can't be no good for nobody else. What good
yeah,
is you all for other family and stuff if you in the hole? You know what I'm saying? You depressed. You
yeah,
ain't yourself. So I mean, you can't be what other people need you to be if you ain't yourself.
right. That's true. So
Yeah,
true. Yeah. And you can't pour from, I say all the time, you can't pour from an empty cup.
yeah,
Do
man, you're
not
right
pour
about
from
that.
a cup because When you drain, it shows, and the person just, some people are energy vampires, so a person can keep draining you and keep draining you. Nothing you do makes them happy. They
Right.
miserable and they want you to be miserable with them. So I say
Right.
all the time, like I say, choose yourself. Like, please
Use
choose
yourself.
yourself. I
Yeah.
don't care how much time you got with a person, how much invest. Like, choose yourself. The minute you find
Yeah.
yourself waking up depressed, it's time to go. Like I say all
Time
the
to
time, choose
go.
yourself. Yeah.
You don't even recognize who you see in the mirror.
Yes.
Yeah. You
Yes.
like where that person at that, you know what I mean? You don't know what it at. Like where the old me at. I used to be so different, you know what I mean? Like so much joy. And man, that shit ain't working.
Right about that. You are right about that. So, what message do you have for the young men out here?
Slow down. You know what I mean? Slow down and just know like they say life is short, but it ain't in a sense. You got a lot of life to live. You know what I'm saying? Just because you think you're gonna send it all at 20, 25, like that ain't nothing. You got so much life to live and you got like have goals. You know what I'm saying? Set goals. If the people that surround you, they don't fit your lifestyle, cut them off. But don't do nothing out of peer pressure. Because them same people that pressure you, they ain't gonna be there. Like they'll put you in the trick bag and they gone.
Yeah.
So I just tell people like set goals and just try to reach them. That's all I can. I mean, basically, like have goals. Because if you ain't got no goals, you out here doing anything.
Yeah.
So
That's true.
that's invest.
Yeah.
Learn more about it. Learn so much. Learn all you can about investing, man. As young as you can. You know what I mean? Cause like you say, 18, 20, 25 years old. Look at me. Look at that. Next time you look up, you're 40.
Yeah.
And if you ain't putting that back, if you ain't learning about money, then life gonna be short for real.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because the end is near, man. So
Yeah.
like I said, that's a lot of stuff that I'm just learning about later. You know what I mean? But it's never too late to learn at the same time.
Yeah. It's never too late to learn. And you can always, like you say, learn from the youth as well. But yeah, like you said, invest, because you got stuff to show for all them years you done put in. You a homeowner. You own a few things. Got some land, some property, right?
Right, right.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, man. Like I said, like I wish when I was 20, 21, when I first started getting the check, my thing was I want to get a new car. I want to hit my small town. I want to hit the block. Show
Yeah.
them, man, I went and bought a $40,000 truck. You know, back then that was equivalent to shit, like a $60,000, $70,000 truck now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that was my goal, not to even buy a house. Go get a new truck, $700-800 payment. Well,
Yeah.
I should have got a starter home. Back then I could have got a starter home for 50 or 60,000. And look all the equity I would have had in it, or been able to rent it out or
Yeah.
flip it now. That same house, now if I would put some money into it, probably at least 200,000.
Mm.
Look at that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm trying to teach my nephews and my son and, you know what I'm saying, my daughters and stuff. The stuff that I didn't know and the stuff that nobody tell me. Because back then, you ask an old head, hey, I got $5,000. What should I do with it? Oh, save it. Put it in the bank. Like,
Yeah.
don't touch it. Just
Yeah.
put it in the mattress. Some
Yeah.
crazy shit. They don't tell you put it in stocks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Put it in the S&P 500 and watch it grow.
Yeah. That's
But
so
you
true.
know, we can't blame them because they didn't really know.
They didn't.
Yeah.
True.
So
That's
it's
so.
up to
I feel
us
like
to
it was a
spread that
lot of
information.
misinformation. It was a lot of information that our community lacked, and I can say even like for my dad, I think more so, especially being from the country, we were behind so
Right.
bad. Because I remember going to visit my dad. Like my dad, he lived in Virginia and he was in the military. He was in the war, so he had money and stuff. He invested. Like my dad had a salon. He did hair. And very basic,
Okay.
but he did hair. You know what I'm saying? He always was an entrepreneur. Then he got into flipping houses, so he had his rental property. Like he always was. He did other things as well,
Yeah.
but you know, he always was into investing and being an entrepreneur. I don't think my dad ever worked a real job. Like he never
Man.
worked a real job, and he always had the nicest car. Always had the newest Benz. Always had the newest Corvette. Always had, you know. He did a lot, and he taught me some things. I wish he would have kind of set me down more and like really, really showed me the ropes instead of like he'll show me some stuff and then he'll keep going because he was so busy with his business.
Right.
So he taught me about CDs and investing to those type of things and how you
High
can make.
yield savings accounts.
Yeah, like, and
Yeah.
those were the things that my dad was doing when I was a little girl. He wasn't. I don't think he was putting that information back into the community for young men to do. You know, and I feel
Right.
like
Right.
he knew a lot, but he didn't give back. You know, like he needed to do when it came to that type of information. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
he gave the young men some type of information, but when it came to investing into homes and doing this type of stuff, like I feel like a lot of this stuff in our community was kind of gatekeep because it was just like you don't
Right.
want it to get oversaturated,
Right.
and they start taking out your pocket. So it's like you try
Right.
to gatekeep stuff, but it's like it was big enough for everybody to get into it. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
And
they print money every day.
they print money every day. So
Yeah.
I feel like that was a big thing back then for us. Like the people that did know, they kind of gatekeep their information from other people because it's just like, well, I don't
Mm-hmm.
want them coming in messing it up for me. You know what I'm saying? But it's like the other people, they don't do that. Like they put their people
Right.
on. They was showing them the rope. They was, okay, you go do this, and this how you do this. You go get an LLC, and this how you make a business. You make money off your business. You don't have to use your regular
Ain't nothing
name.
wrong with legal money. We ain't
Right.
got to do everything bootleg, bro. Everything got to be bootleg. Like you can
Everything.
register some stuff. Yeah.
Yes, everything's a scam, and you don't even have to scam. You know what I'm saying? Like it's the funds are there; they make it accessible. You just got to know how to get. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like that's
Right.
like you said. You had your podcast talking about that because a lot of people don't even know how to start a business. They don't even know
Yeah.
how to do tax write-offs, how you can make it to where you don't have to pay taxes. So a lot of people lack the information. So I really want that out there, and I feel
Yeah.
like it's more out there now because they have way more resources. I just wish
Mm-hmm.
that the people that knew back then when we didn't have all those resources,
We've
if
been
they
20,
would have,
30 years ahead.
we would have been so far ahead. Like
Yeah.
we would have been so far ahead. So
Generations ahead. Because instead of
listen,
me being the one teaching, I could have got taught. My grandma, my granddad could have taught me. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. So if you would have already known that, like you said, you wouldn't have bought that $40,000 car. You would have took that $40,000 and said, you know what, let me take 5,000 I have from this and invested in this property and go ahead and buy this home
Right.
because I'm sure, like you said, a home back then was nothing but like 40,000.
And
So
thank God I got a 401k with my job.
yeah,
Because, you know what I'm saying? I had money going there automatically without even thinking about it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So that's a good thing that I still got, some good money from that. But on my own, like I could have been 4, 5 properties in right now.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like I said earlier, you still never too late to learn. So
It's
thank
not.
God it's registering now. And I'm putting a plan together now.
Well, that's good. That's good. And like you said, you got some investments in something. So you like out of them 18 years of you working at that facility, you have some stuff to show for it. You weren't just
Mm-hmm.
out spending money. You weren't trying to get all the new Jordans. You weren't trying to get all the new clothes. Like you was taking care of home and taking care of your kids and making
Right.
investments for them. Because if something happens to you, trust me, them 18 years you put in there and that 401k and insurance, your kids gonna be set for a long time.
Right.
So things like that matter. That really
Right.
matters. So
I want to get with you too,
yeah.
man, because you doing the dispatching and stuff too. I want to get with you like off camera about the stuff I'm trying to invest in like some box trucking and stuff too.
Oh
So I
yeah,
want you,
definitely,
yeah.
definitely.
Because they got an Amazon factory coming to Oxford where I live at.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh, that's
I'm trying to
good.
tap in.
That's good. What I will tell you, just to start off, what you can do. You have a truck already, right?
I got a truck, man. I got a pickup truck.
Okay, so they have something called Amazon Flex. So
Mm,
before you get a box truck, you can start doing that with Amazon Flex. And it's for anybody got what I'm saying, this type of vehicle, like you can go get you. They got contracts where you can get with them because I used to do that with my Jeep. So you go pick up the packages and they'll put them in your car. And if you got like a certain size car, you get bigger jobs, you get bigger packages, and you just drop those packages off. You know what I'm saying, in different neighborhoods and stuff like that. And that's how you can start. Then once you get your box truck, you can start getting bigger contracts. But that's just the way you can start until you get a box truck.
it's like building a relationship.
Yeah, definitely building
Mm.
a relationship. Right now, what I do, I have actually government contracts for like Medicare and Medicaid. So I do like office
Damn.
inspection. Yeah, I do. I go to different offices and do inspection. I do like letter drop offs. I can send you that. Actually, you can start doing that. I think they are hiring in your area in Alabama. So I have a contracted job. I get contracted with my business with my transportation company. So and it's good money. And you do on your own schedule. Like they'll send you assignments. You kind of do it on your own schedule and you just go from there. So
Man, that's
definitely,
sweet. Sweet.
yeah, definitely, and you just go from there. So I will send you that information over, and I'll get a referral fee. Definitely send it over
Hey.
to you. But yeah, so this was good. I really enjoyed this. This was really
Oh yeah.
good.
I figured it
I
would be.
enjoyed this. You got anything you want to say before you go? Tell people where to find you, where to follow you, how to, help get you out there and network with you, and possibly hire you for some big DJing events.
Hey man, I'm here. Like you catch me going live. My social media. Well, I got a business page on Facebook. It's DJ Supreme. Green. My TikTok, same thing, DJ Supreme. Like anything you can find me on DJ Supreme, dot green, like IG, Facebook, TikTok. Like I said, I'm gonna try to get the podcast going back in the fall. Permission to speak. I need you on there, man.
Definitely.
Hopefully, hey, I want you in the studio, man. I want you in person, like kick it. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying?
I'm working on
Yeah,
getting a studio actually right
yeah,
now. I'm trying to get a
yeah.
studio.
So I want you to come down to Alabama, Kevin. I got to fill your tank up. Yeah, I need
Yes.
that. Yeah, that kickback and chill. You know what I'm saying? So
Oh,
definitely get you on that. Besides that, like I said, just the DJ stuff. Like I said, y'all can follow me on there, man. Just support the page, couple likes or whatever. Catch me on live. You know what I mean? Come vibe with me. You was on live because you came on my last live, didn't you?
I did. You on? Oh, you do TikTok lives, right?
Yeah,
So yeah, they
yeah,
gotta follow me on TikTok. You do TikTok
yeah,
live. Yeah.
yeah. So type in DJ Doc Spring, DJ Spring Dot Green. You'll catch me on anything.
Okay. Well, I would definitely tell the people to come join you. Like they
Mhm.
said, what's with the quarantine DJ parties? Yeah, them used to be lit back then.
Yes, sir. We ain't had a club. That's all we had,
That's
though. Got our
all we
bottles.
had. Yes.
Thought we was in the
Bar
club.
clubs in your living
Shout out.
room. Yes. But that was crazy. That was crazy time. That was
Well, it was a
crazy
crazy
time.
time, man. It was a crazy time. And it's sad to say, it ended up being some of the best time. Without all
Yeah,
the deaths, I kind of had a couple deaths. Yeah, it was different. It was a different time.
it
It was a
was.
different
I feel
time.
like it was for a lot of people. It was a healing time. A lot of people need to take a break from life
Reset for
and
real.
working and actually be at home and reset because that's when a lot of divorce was happening. People were like, you know what, I really don't.
I don't like this motherfucker.
So I feel like that's when a lot of stuff was being revealed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I really don't like this job. I really don't like this person. I really don't like myself.
Right.
So yeah,
And
that's when my
we been taking life for granted. We
yeah
didn't know, cause you remember the club scene before COVID? Like people just standing around and popping bottles, like wasn't nobody just happy to be out no more. Like
yeah
they took the clubs for granted. And man, once COVID was over with, when people got back in the clubs and stuff again,
yes.
shit, dancing and everything,
People
folks
was
don't take nothing for
actually
granted.
pop locking like
Pop, whatever. Last songs coming back in style from TikTok, like
yeah,
man, creating
definitely.
dances and stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah, man. People had to realize like this stuff wasn't the right. All of it was a privilege for real.
yeah. People started traveling more. People started spending more time with their family. People really, it changed a lot. I feel like
It
it
did.
changed a lot and it opened up a lot of people's eyes. Like I said, it
It
was
did.
a big time for me because I had healing that I needed to go through. So I thank God for it. I hate what everything happened. It happened, but it was a big reset for me. So
Yeah.
yeah, it worked out how it worked out.
Yeah, it did. Like in another day, man. The world keep on turning, man.
Yeah,
For real. It ain't stopping for nobody or nothing. No shit. You ain't even have time to breathe back then.
didn't
It was like
didn't.
everything just coming back to back.
Yeah,
And you
yeah,
seen like stuff wasn't as important as we thought it was. I ain't saying that death is not important, but people just kept like it's a pandemic going on. Ball players still had to play ball. Like the shit's supposed to be shut down. They like, oh well, now we losing money.
yeah.
Choosing
That's
money over
all they
here.
cared about. That's what they cared
Yeah.
about was the money.
Yeah. The
Yeah,
games and all that shit kept going.
yeah. And they was getting sick from that. Like,
Yeah. Motherfuckers
yeah,
getting sick could have died.
yeah. That's true.
It's $1 billion industry. I don't give a fuck your ass when you go out there and play.
You better get out there.
You down the damn field, I don't care. But it was an eye opener, like, boy, these folks really don't care about
Yeah.
mankind.
They don't.
No,
Everything is about business. Everything is about money. Everything is about business and money. I tell people that like, and that's kind of how you got to move through life, even with your job. Look at your job. This is a business deal. This is I'm doing this to get this. I can't take nothing personal.
you don't take
Like
it
with
personal.
everything, you can't take nothing
All right,
personal. Like so for real, you can't take nothing personal. Everything is
business is
business.
business, man.
Yeah.
Business is business, for real.
Yeah. So yeah, but we got some editing to do on here, so I'm definitely gonna get this up and ran for you. If you want to send me like a little picture or video, I can put in the beginning of it. You know what I'm saying? To have it in the beginning, we can do that. But thank you again, DJ Supreme. You know, I'm just Doc. So DJ Supreme, thank you so much for coming on
Yeah,
and talking with us today. We really appreciate it.
no
And you
problem.
have a happy Easter.
You too, you too.
Yes, you have a happy Easter and enjoy. You off today?
Yeah, I'm off today. Off today
Oh
and
yeah.
tomorrow. Yeah.
Yes, enjoy your Saturday. It's a nice day.
You do the same.
Well, all right, and I'm gonna send you the link and stuff for this, and we'll go from there.
Okay, I get it out there for you, man.